I was there the day Horus slew the Emperor. Whew. God! Chills every single time I read it. What's going on, you bunch of heretics? So, maybe you've just got into 40k, Warhammer, 30k, Horus Heresy, the whole world, the lore of Warhammer. You've just got into it. Or perhaps you're after something a little different to read, something you might want to try, and you thought, I'm going to stumble off and see what Dan over at Heresy Is My Therapy has to say. He's always got a garbage opinion on stuff. And yes, that's what today is all about, folks. Some of the best books in the Black Library, ranging from, well, really, it's kind of like Horus Heresy and 40k books, book series, but series, that's what it is, I'm sure of it. But yes, today, that is what we're discussing. Black Library books that you absolutely have to read if you love all things Warhammer 40k, the universe that surrounds it. It's just great. Some of the picks today you may disagree with. Some you may think, actually, yeah, that's a great book. Or, you know what, I'm going to give that a little try. So, where to start? Look, you've probably seen it on so many videos before, but the reality is you've got to start. What am I even talking about? You've got to start. You've got to start over with the Horus Heresy. The first 4 books you've absolutely got to read, plus Fulgrim afterwards. So, the first 4 books that you all have to read. Of course, Horus Rising, False Gods, Galaxy in Flames, and Flight of the Eisenhorn. They all set the tone for the kind of 30k and 40k universe, where it all begins, where we meet so many of our favourite iconic characters, and how this ridiculous thing that we get into comes to light. There's so much of it where you're thinking, even though you know how this story ends, there's this glimmer of hope that just perhaps, it's not going to do it. But, alas, it does. The fall of the Space Marines, the battles, the civil war between legions. Oh my goodness. The first 4 books you absolutely have to read. For me, the reason why I listen to those, Dan Abnett, Toby Longworth, and Jonathan Keeble, those two, Jonathan Keeble and Toby Longworth, are just 2 of my favourite narrators, and just really, really bring those book series to life. Definitely worth listening to or read. Either way, you won't be disappointed. If you're just getting into the lore, if you're just getting into it, or you're even just getting into the Horus Heresy, start with these 4. They are just fantastic. Also, next one up, unfortunately, the audio narrator I wasn't too keen on. Again, Fulgrim, an absolute must listen to. A very, very interesting book that I'm sure many will tell you about. It's definitely not one to read to your children as a bedtime story. Of that, you can be sure. Then after that, you can kind of pick the ones you want to listen to. I'm currently listening to Legion at the moment, and that came recommended to me by a friend as well. I've also, because I've kind of started up my own Horus Heresy Ultramarines army. Naturally, you've got to read No Fear. Again, Dan Abnett. Come on, Battle of Calth, Word Bearers, Ultramarines. It doesn't get any better. Dan Abnett, he just, honestly, the guy doesn't miss. It's ridiculous. Honestly, there's some really, really good books. And again, when you're going through the Horus Heresy, if you've got a specific legion that you're following or you like the sound of, go and get one of the books for them. And there's also websites that people have done, like in chronological order of when you can read the books of the Horus Heresy when things are kind of happening. Again, I just went with like specific legions that I like the sound of. And also, if it's Dan Abnett, I'm going to read it because he's probably one of my favourite authors. He's just fantastic. And as I said before, he does not miss. Moving on from that, again, like I said before, you're then going to want to go into the Siege of Terra. Once again, an amazing book series. All have been narrated by Jonathan Keeble, who does, again, just such a phenomenal job of bringing those books to life. When I'm doing a lot of driving, love to listen to audio books. and the Siege of Terra series. The best one, Saturnine, unbelievable. The End of Death was really good. Solar Wars, they all have their own sort of like bits that are really quite good. Mortis was a little bit disappointing, but Saturnine was unbelievable. And of course, the End and the Death parts 1, 2, and 3 just brought so much stuff together that, again, if you know the kind of rough idea of what happens in the Horus Heresy. So for me, originally, I did the first 4 books, then read Fulgrim, picked a few of the chapters, and then just went to kind of like the Siege of Terra because I understand the lore and everything that was going to be going on and knew what was kind of happening. If you're not somebody that wants to do that and want to read everything, then hey, go for it. But I would say you can just read the first 4, pick a few books that you like, and then just go to the Siege of Terra. They all kind of falls into one. I would say read No Fear, because a couple of the key characters that are in the Siege of Terra, you'll need to kind of understand their background and where they've kind of come from. So it's definitely worth doing No Fear as well. Moving on, again, something a little different and taking away from kind of Space Marines, the Eisenhorn book series. It's so good. The Eisenhorn book series is fantastic, and we're all waiting for Pandemonium, and at time of filming Pandemonium isn't out yet. That is the third in the three book series of the Beckwin novels. We're all waiting for that. Everyone, if you haven't read it already, apologies, spoiler if you haven't already heard it, close your ears. Obviously Valdor, the Yellow King, the King in Yellow, the Yellow King is making a return. Some crazy lore is going to be coming out from that, which should be quite interesting. I know Dan Abnett's been very hush. But again, Toby Longworth, Dan Abnett, Eisenhorn, followed by Ravener, and then, of course, the Beckwin novels as well. 9 books, I think 10 potentially with a fourth. Eisenhorn books. Cannot go wrong. It's all about Inquisitor Eisenhorn, his band of his retinue, what he gets up to, how he goes about doing it, the trouble that he gets himself in with the Inquisition. It's just phenomenal, and some of the things that he has to do in order to save lives, planets, people, the whole works, and the Imperium of man itself. It's wild. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you want something a little bit different from the usual kind of classic Space Marines books or the Heresy books, Eisenhorn is just a really, really good listen to and read. Moving on, it's a bit of a Flashheart type, Lord Flashheart type character. It is ciaphas Cain. Again, yes, the books can be a little repetitive. You kind of know what's going to happen, but ciaphas Cain, Gunnar Jurgen. Again, a great dynamic duo that just brings a lot of comedy, a lot of laughs, and just all round a very, very lighthearted Astra Militarum Imperial Guard type books, getting themselves into all sorts of just calamity, finding a ridiculous way out of it because of his cowardice, but yet somehow makes himself look really, really brave and good. It's just a really, really easy listen to or an easy read book series that kind of is quite funny, has a few serious moments, has some good laughs, doesn't take itself all too seriously. But again, ciaphas Cain, another absolute recommendation. I think there's something like, I don't know, he's got considering he hasn't even got his own model, and it's something I brought up a while ago, he has I think it's something like 10 or 11 books that he has, and again, all really good. Very funny, doesn't take itself seriously. A great, again, non-Space Marine type book, but definitely one to get your teeth into. So if you want to do a little bit of something else that's not quite the Imperium of Mankind, then I absolutely recommend The Infinite and the Divine. It is a book about Trazyn, the Collector. I know he's the Collector, but it basically is the Trazyn and Oricon, two very different characters in the Necron universe. And honestly, get the audio version. It shouldn't be a funny book, but honestly, it is hilarious. It's a really well written book. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's all about the timelessness of the Necrons and how things just take forever in the Necron world. But these two characters are constantly trying to undermine each other, constantly trying to outdo each other, will backstab each other in the back completely, but obviously as it goes, are forced to work together to kind of, complete what needs to be completed. Again, the constant double crossing, pure comedy genius. Like Trazyn and Orikan, just two very opposing characters, but again, there's so much flavor in that infinite and the divine. It's just comedy. If you're not into if you want a bit more of a Xenos type book, this is definitely one that you need to listen to, because I can't remember who the narrator is, but he does a really good job of bringing these characters to life. And finally, this may be, honestly, I've probably said it many times before, but this might just be my favorite series written, just in general, in like books that I've read, like fictional books that I've read, is the Gaunt's Ghost series. It is hands down, Toby Longworth narrates Dan Abnett's incredible work. It's perfect down to the last minute detail. Those who are serving in the military, ex-military, if you're getting into Warhammer lore, start with this book, because it's so relatable on so many levels. And actually, I think, probably a lot of people that work in emergency services, or just, companies all over the world that maybe aren't so great, a lot of the stuff in it is quite relatable in like how things work, logistics, frustrations, management, corruption, all that sort of good stuff. But it's all about the Gaunt's Ghosts, the Tanith First, led by Colonel Commissar Ibram Gaunt and his Tanith First warriors, the recon, the elite, always sent on suicide missions, but obviously coming through. But unfortunately, it's not all happiness. There's a lot of times where Dan Abnett, don't get too attached to characters. I will say that, because Dan Abnett will just kill them off, and you'll be like, why? But yes, the Gaunt's Ghost series is absolutely fantastic. And if you're going to read anything, and I mean anything, honestly, it's quite possibly it is easily one of the best book series I've ever listened to and read. There's something like 16 books. They're all, there's not a single one that's rubbish, that isn't very good, that misses the mark. They're all really good in their own way, and just encapsulates what the 40k universe is all about, what it's like as a guardsman, what it's like to deal with the bureaucracy of the Imperium. It's just an absolutely fantastic book series that you need to read if you love 40k. Even if you're not an Astra Militarum or Imperial Guard player, the Gaunt's Ghost will absolutely leave you turning page after page and wanting to read book after book. Dan Abnett, you did it. You did it. Well, guys, that kind of rounds out today's little episode on like Black Library books that you should really read, or book series within Black Library that you should get yourself, involved with. Hopefully, I've kind of, ticked a lot of the boxes for many of you here. Some are probably asking, well, what about some Warhammer, Age of Sigmar books? I don't really have any to give you. I'm really sorry. But there are a plethora of books out there to read. These are just some of my favourites I think everyone should read, because I think they're just brilliant. Dan Abnett, he just doesn't miss. I think he's probably one of my favourite authors, along with Aaron Dembski-Bowden. Again, another phenomenal author. You won't be disappointed by some of those. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below to all of those book series and what they were. And again, there's so many more out there, of course, but this is just a snippet of what's available for you to read, and ones that I definitely recommend. Definitely recommend reading. They're just, or listening to, they're just really good. I'd love to know your thoughts. What do you think to this list? Is there any that I've missed out that you maybe think? Leave it a comment in the description below. Let people know what else they should be reading in the 40k, 30k Warhammer universe. Share the love, share it as well. As always, guys, if you haven't already, give us a subscribe. It helps grow the channel. Give it a like if you don't mind. But again, please leave a comment. Please let me know what you're reading, what you've been enjoying, what you maybe haven't liked, ones for people to avoid. That would be great. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.